Good day and welcome to the news. My name, Oladolupo Balogun. First, the headlines. 18% of passengers entering into Lagos untraceable. Lagos State Governor. PDP takes Governor Matawale to court, asking for his resignation. And on the foreign scene, Cuba hit by biggest nationwide protest since 1994. And in sports, Nigeria Football Federation rolls out quarterly magazine. The news begins as the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has raised an alarm that about 18% of passengers, amounting to about 9,000 of them, that arrive through the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, cannot be traced for their compulsory COVID-19 quarantine as earlier advised by the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19. He said between May 8, 2021 and July 7, 2021, a total of 50,322 passengers arrived in Lagos through the Murtala Mohammed Airport, and of the 50,322 passengers, 18% cannot be reached by Eco Telemed because of the provision of either wrong numbers or wrong Nigerian contact details to be reached on. The governor promised to sanction passengers who will be going forward to violate this directive, citing the fear emanating from fresh rise in cases and deaths. Going forward, passengers that do not provide the right details, including a phone number they can be reached for monitoring and an address for isolation, will face serious sanctions, including fines, imprisonment, according to our Lagos State Coronavirus Law of 2021. He made the statement while giving an update on the COVID-19 situation in Lagos. He added that with the current upsurge of Lagos numbers, a third wave looms. Next, a federal high court in Abuja has of today fixed July 16th to begin the hearing of a suit initiated against Governor Matawale of Zamfara, challenging the legitimacy of his defection from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressives Congress (APC). The judge presiding over the case, Justice Inyang Eko, fixed the date after a listening to the ex parte motion of the plaintiff's counsel, Kanu Agabi, SAN, praying the court for an order to serve the first and the second defendants by substituted means through placing the originating process at the Zamfara State Liaison Office in Abuja. Governor Matawale, Deputy Governor Gusau, APC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission are the first to fourth defendants respectively, while the PDP is listed as a party to be joined in the suit. According to the reports by the News Agency of Nigeria, two members of the People's Democratic Party from the state has asked the court to sack the governor and his deputy over their defection, which they claimed had made them eligible to continue to hold positions. The plaintiffs are contending that in view of an earlier judgment of the Supreme Court to the effect that APC had no candidates in the 2019 governorship election in Zamfara, having not conducted valid primaries, it will be unlawful for Matawale and Gusau to retain their offices while defecting from PDP to the APC, thereby transferring PDP's victory to the APC. They want the courts, among others, to declare Matawale and Gusau, who must resign from their offices before their defection, and INEC to conduct fresh elections within 3 months for the PDP to replace them. Justice Eko granted the prayer of the plaintiff and adjourned the hearing of the substantive suit until July 16th.
Boom Radio NG says stay alert, be security conscious. If you observe any suspicious activity, please call the Department of State Services in Nigeria on +234 813 2222 105 and +234 903 000 2189. You can contact the DSS via dss.gov.ng.
This is still the news on Boom Radio NG. And on the foreign scene, Cuba has been hit by a wave of nationwide protest, which has not been witnessed in the country since the 1990s. Public display of dissidents is not permitted and has been a rare occurrence in the nation of about 11 million people. Protesters hit the streets from Santiago and other parts of the country to the capital city of Havana, calling for President Miguel Diaz-Canel to step down. The protest is believed to have been sparked off by the harsh economic climate in Cuba. In response, the government of the communist-run island has accused the United States government of sponsoring the protest. Speaking in a televised speech on Sunday afternoon, President blamed United States, which has continued its decades-old trade embargo on the island. The Cuban president said many protesters were sincere but being manipulated by the U.S. orchestrated social media campaigns and mercenaries on ground, and warned that further provocations will not be tolerated, calling on supporters to confront provocations. In what seems like a direct response to the president's call, pro-government protesters have also been spotted waving the Cuban flag and chanting slogans in support of the government, while several anti-government protesters are reported to have been arrested by the Cuban Special Forces, who have been spotted in different parts of the country. And in sports, the Nigerian Football Federation today launched a quarterly magazine that will detail the events, activities, and programs of the Federation, the various national teams, and other key aspects of the Nigerian football. The magazine will be known as the NFF News. The General Secretary of the Federation, Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, who is the editor-in-chief of the publication, said the all-color magazine would document for posterity the activities, events, and programs of the NFF, capturing and freezing in time texts and photos on major footballing issues and actions for generations to come. It will be distributed to several interests, concerns, and institutions within and outside the football family, within Nigeria and internationally. It will be a regular magazine containing news, features, articles on sports medicine, football business, and the likes. It will always be a rich package worthy of time and effort to go through a copy. The magazine is packaged by Pitri Communications, headed by the Nigeria football writer Mr. Gboyega Okegbero, with NFF's Director of Communications Ademola Olajire as editor. In conclusion, Boom Radio NG urges you to keep to all COVID-19 protocols, avoid mass gatherings, observe social distancing at all times, wash and sanitize your hands regularly, and wear a face mask always. Please remember to follow Boom Radio NG on social media. We are Boom Radio NG1 and Boom Radio Niger on Twitter, Boom Radio NG on Instagram, and Boom Radio on Facebook. Thank you for listening to the news on Boom Radio NG. My name, Oladolupo Balogun.